Hey, cool guys. Adam and Ashleigh here.
Hi.
It's Monday night, and it's time to get the week going the right way.
I wish I could play that whole song, but a part of the copyright queen in me is like, oh, Facebook is gonna pick up on the algorithm, and they're gonna turn off all audio on this live.
Did you say copyright queen?
I did say copyright queen.
Was that like a pun?
No, that wasn't a pun. That was
because Queen sings that song.
Yeah.
All right, guys. All right, so this thing happened to me last night when we were getting ready to go to bed. Okay, we were just chilling. We were ready to go to sleep, and I'm looking up, and there is a spider coming down on a spider web, just slowly, just like tiny little spider. And I didn't say anything to Ashley because she'll freak out. I'm just like, get out of the way.
No, you said a thing. You told me there was a spider.
And so, anyways, so that's how I went to bed last night. And I woke up this morning just kind of antsy because all night long is like, there's a spider in here. I want to see him because I'm going to take it out. And so all day long, I've just been a little bit on edge. And that's why I was excited about this live tonight, okay? Because we're bringing on absolutely awesome guests that Ashleigh and I have just started to get to know here really within the last month. And I'm so excited to hear from him, and he's going to drop some golden nuggets. He's gonna just tell you guys some things that maybe you've never heard before. Okay, so if you got one of these, I recommend just take some notes. My pen matches my hat. I didn't plan that, just the way it goes. When you're just on a path, just hear from him, and he's going to things work out. Like he'll just have a hat and a pen that matches for no apparent reason, but it looks good on video.
I feel like you planned that.
Did not. Anyways, that was my spider story. That was my Sunday night. This is Monday. And the thing that we always talk about on Monday night is duplication, okay? Building a massive business and doing it quick. Things that maybe what we also know to be true is that when you're brand new to a business of any kind, there's some hurdles to overcome. And typically where those hurdles stem from is right here, okay? It's between these two ears, okay? It's your brain. It's your mind. Sometimes it's your heart, honestly, because as we grow up, we have this thing that happens to us where we're all programmed. I mean, bottom line, I hate to say it, but it happens. You're programmed from the time that you enter this world. You're programmed to fit into somebody else's model. I mean, seriously,
What was the?
I put my hat on because this is going to be an awesome webinar. Sometimes I just nope. It's. I might even turn this thing around because this is going to be fun.
That's a legit. That's a real life example. Adam has programmed himself that when he puts his hat on, it's like time to talk. It's like business time. You even fun facts here with both of us. When you are born, did you know that you have one or two fears?
You have two fears: fear of falling and fear of loud noises. That is programmed into you. And that's a fact. That's the only two fears that you're born with as a baby.
Being afraid of spiders or doing a YouTube video.
Somebody taught me that.
People, all of those things are learned.
Yeah.
Over
or
time.
If a spider bites you, then you know.
Spider bit me. I ain't afraid of spiders.
Whatever. Peter Parker over here.
Yeah.
He's Spider-Man. Anyways, guys. So yeah, but she's right. Two fears are both defense mechanisms that we're born with: fear of falling, fear of loud noises, and that's it.
Yeah.
So where did all these other fears come from in our life? Somebody programmed you to be afraid of something, whether you realize it or not, so that you fit into their model or into their mold. Okay. So now what happens all of a sudden is you decide to be self-employed. You decide that, hey, I have a dream and I want to go get it. But when you start going after those dreams or those goals, or you start building your own business, all of a sudden, all those things that somebody else programmed you to think, feel, believe, they start to come back to haunt you, okay? And what we need to do is start to work on people's brains, okay? Success principles are universal. I don't care what business you're building. I don't care if it's online. I don't care if it's offline. I don't even care if it's in regard to a business. Do you want a successful marriage? Do you want to raise successful children?
Yes.
Everything's the same.
Do you want to have a successful dog?
Or a successful dog. We're very much into dogs right now.
Dogs and children.
So, did you just compare dogs to children?
No, dogs and children.
Dogs and children. Okay.
I am speaking that we have successful
What would a successful dog look like in your opinion?
It minds. It's loyal.
It minds and it's loyal.
Yeah, and it like cheers you up.
Pretty much all you can ask for in a dog.
That's all I need.
And don't poop on the floor.
And don't poop on the floor.
Same thing with kids. Mind, be loyal, don't poop on the floor.
My requirements for a successful child are as such. Yeah.
Same. Oh, well, maybe there's some more similarities than we thought. Just comparing humans to animals. Anyways.
I'm so excited for tonight.
So here's what I want to talk to you guys about. I was thinking about some stuff today. That for everybody that doesn't know, I'm a contractor during the day. So I flip houses, I do remodels. And on days where I'm just finishing drywall, which is what I was doing today, it's pretty boring. You're just staring at the same however many walls and ceiling for like 8 hours at a time. So I really don't have to think about it. My body just finishes drywall. My brain starts working. And I was thinking about this thing, and all these, see, everybody always joins our webinars on Mondays, and they want me to tell them exactly what to do. They want me to tell them what to do, what to say, how to do it. They want me to tell them how to wake up in the morning. Like, hey, Adam, like, what toothpaste do you use? Because that's definitely why you're winning online. Like, for real, that's what they say. Okay. And I got this thought in my mind, and it's all about, honestly, reprogramming your brain that's already been programmed by somebody. Yeah. So I've got this like printer back here, right? I got Jesus back there too, but I got a printer back there. And imagine this, okay? So you print something off from a printer, okay? This is actually a background check. I'm a wrestling coach. I'm actually wearing the wrong shirt. I got a new team this year. And say you've got a typo on something you just printed off. So okay, you just like take some white out, fix the typo. Ow, that's on my foot.
Sorry.
And you just fix it, right? Okay, so now it's fixed or whatever. Then you go in and you print it out. You make another copy of what you created. And then you're like, well, shoot, I have the same typo on this one. Thought I fixed that. So you take some white out, you white it out, you write in the correction so it's right. A few days later, maybe you go back and you print off again, comes out again. Like, there's a typo on here. Well, why do I have a typo? I fixed it. No, you didn't, okay? You fixed it with whiteout. What you needed to do was go talk to your computer and reprogram it so the machine would print it properly. Your brain's a lot like the computer, okay? If you've got something that's printing out and it's got a typo, putting a Band-Aid over it or whiting it out, that's not going to fix it. You got to reprogram it. So if I go into my computer and I actually fix the typo, now every time I print it out, it's going to be right. It's going to be right. It's going to be right. Okay. If I've got something that I'm doing wrong in my life or in my business, and I put a Band-Aid over it and I don't actually go fix it, you're going to get the same result, same result, same result. You can't put a Band-Aid over it. You got to reprogram. Okay. You have to reprogram. So what we want to talk about tonight is programming your mind for success. And here's why. If you want to brand yourself online and you're not branding the real version of you, there's no possible way that your brand can be duplicated or you can teach anybody else how to duplicate and brand themselves.
Well, hold on. Back it up. Say that again, because that was a nugget.
If you want to duplicate and build a brand and duplicate other people building their own brand, you have to be right. The real version of you has to be branded. Otherwise, you can never consistently move that brand forward because all you ever did was put a Band-Aid over something or white it out. But 3 years down the line, your brand was a lie from the beginning because you're lying to people. Because maybe you weren't the success coach that you marketed.
Ooh.
Which, by the way, if you're promoting yourself as a success coach online, people are going to know like that, whether or not you're legit or not. Okay. And so within Now Lifestyle, the thing I love about it is we get to coach people on tools that are already built for them. Now, can we go help people build their own pages? Yeah, absolutely. We actually have a page builder launching like any day now. We can go teach them how to do those different things, but all I really do is teach people how to set up their LCS, drive traffic, and be the person that they say they are. Mm-hmm. Yet 90% of people struggle with it because they want to make a ton of money without actually becoming the person who can make a ton of money. Okay. And that's just the way it is. I don't like it. And that's why we talk to you guys every single Monday. Yes, we talk about duplication. That is the topic. So why is it that people get confused? They say, I thought you were going to teach me how to duplicate. I'm teaching you how to duplicate right now. I used to be the guy when I was young that would go to conferences and go to meetings and get around multimillionaires and say, when are they just going to teach me how to build this business?
Did they ever?
Oh, yeah, they did. I just didn't realize they were doing it.
Mm.
Know why? Takes about 45 minutes to teach somebody how to build this business.
45 minutes.
Yeah, how to build this business. No, it takes longer to work on you, to help you become the person who can do that consistently, not just build a team, but grow a team that goes beyond you, okay? We were at the Now Lifestyle National event down in Texas beginning of October. We had a 45-minute segment about duplication, okay, which is not enough time, honestly, because you have to see examples of duplication. You have to plug in and be it. But I talked about that very topic to everybody. I said there's certain things that you need to do, and there's certain things you need to stop doing. And I think, seriously, and these were people that are successful, maybe 5 people actually wrote down what I was saying. Not my fault. I said it. You're watching it happen, okay? This is not to talk about how awesome Ashleigh and I are. It's more about the people that we've been blessed to work with. But you've seen us be consistently #1 on weekly sales generated in that lifestyle, like 2 or 3 weeks out of every single month. It's for a reason. I came on this thing with no list, seriously, no business team, and really no idea how to build an online business. What I did know how to do was build teams. What we did know how to do was teach, and that came from stuff that we learned when we were 19 and 20 years old from people way more successful than I am today.
Yep. And honestly, how to how to care about people, right? So one of the things that folks often ask us, even our own coach, Daniel Kump, will ask us, like, how do you guys create the culture that you have on your team? And all of that is through relationships. And we're not faking it. Like, we are who we are ourselves. So anybody that works with Adam and I will tell you that. And we believe in total transparency with.
I wish I was more polished most of the time.
Yeah. But that's what I think that has been a huge differentiator. And that's something that when we identify up and coming leaders on the team, that's something we look for. And the gentleman that we are interviewing tonight has a lot of those traits.
Yep.
And when he kind of came onto the scene and we linked up with him on a Zoom and just got to listen to his story a little bit and kind of where he's come from and where he's at and what he wants, we were like, we got off that Zoom and we're like, dude, this guy he gets it. And here's what's so cool is that he's young. Like, he's in college, he's playing football in college, but he gets it. Like, he just gets it. And I would have loved to have started an online business at his age.
Oh my goodness.
We got a couple years on him, not a ton, but we got some years on him. And man, if we had an extra 10 years to get it done, I don't even know where we'd be today.
People would be saying Russell Brunson who?
Yeah.
Well, all right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and bring him on.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to have him on. Go ahead.
Give him his due diligence. All right. So you guys, we have
well, let's bring him on so I can record this deal.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I want to make sure I can. Well, no, go ahead and do it, and then I want to.
You're so funny.
Just saying, what we want to introduce him before we start. Well, after we record, because this is really cool.
All right. I got recorded.
Okay.
What?
Let's bring him on.
You want to introduce him while we're bringing him on?
I want to introduce him after you bring him on.
All right, here we go. There he is.
Jerry, how's it going, man?
I'm all right.
I'm trying to get Ashleigh to listen to me. She doesn't.
All right. Sometimes. So, guys, we want to just give a huge welcome to our friend and business partner, Jerry Adams Jr., the man, the myth. He's here in real life. He's joining us this evening.
Oh, he's not a myth any longer.
He's not.
Nope. I'm not a myth. I'm flesh.
Hey guys, I want to take a minute to just say a couple of things about Jerry, and we've just met him a short time ago. But here is a guy that it's really important to just receive what he has to say. And Ashleigh's right. You know, he is a college athlete, so he's a student athlete and building a business. So he's got practice and training. He's got classes. And then he's building a business on top of that. So if you want to learn some stuff about time management, he's probably a guy that knows some things about that. But here's a really cool thing. I've started looking into kind of some of the things that Jerry's done online, and I noticed right away he's branding himself, and he's doing a great job of it. With that, he has success principles built into him, and well, I'll ask him in a minute here where those things come from. But what a great example of a young entrepreneur that's got a busy life, that's making things happen because he knows where he's at today. He also has a vision of where he wants to go tomorrow. And I align so well with his views on success and making a lot of money. Okay. So, Jerry, will you just tell us a little bit about yourself, man?
All right, sure, I can do that. Well, greetings to everybody who is live right now with us. As you know, Jerry Adams Jr. I'm 25. I just turned 25 this past October. I am a student athlete. I've been playing football since diapers, if I would say. But, yeah, I've been playing football my whole life and currently residing in Syracuse, New York, originally from Charleston, South Carolina. And one thing about me that you should know is that I don't let nothing stop me. That's one thing that I let people know about me. I don't let nothing stop me. So, yeah, that's one trait that you need to know about me. I'm unstoppable.
Absolutely. Well, Jerry, where did your work ethic come from? Because really, that's what it is. If you're unstoppable, you got an unstoppable work ethic.
My work ethic came from my mother being in the military. Mm-hmm. And her being a drill sergeant for 12 years. Things as simple as waking up early, making your bed, and it has to be no wrinkles. You have to literally shower in 30 seconds and then brush your teeth less than a minute. And you have 3 other siblings who are all doing the same thing. So it's like you had to work. Okay, let me get up first. Let me do this. So it just started to trigger hard work within me. So when I started to play football, being the first one in sprints, being the first one in drills, being the first one to meetings, it was like second nature. So I will always play back in my head, what would my mom think if she was my coach and I showed 5 minutes late? She would chew me out. You know you're supposed to be there 10 minutes early because you're on time when you're early, you're late when you're on time. Mm-hmm. It could go for a training video like this. It could go for if you still work a 9 to 5. If your boss wants you to be at a meeting, show up early. Always show up early. It starts to trigger little things in you, and you will start to see the change. You will really start to see the change, and you started doing everything at a good pace, and you are on time with every single thing. You're eating at a decent time. Your time management will get better. You won't be rushing and fumbling.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerry, your mic's just a little bit low. Will you scooch a little closer just because what you're saying is so awesome?
Okay. How about now?
Sounds good.
All right.
So I think you just touched on something. You talked about the way you were programmed growing up. And we were talking about programming when we hopped on tonight. And so you were programmed to do things a certain way, which honestly, it made you a competitor. And it made you hold yourself to a standard.
Yep.
And so I think that one reason that people fail when they come into business is they've never been held to a standard unless it was maybe from a boss at a job where really all they do is just enough to keep getting their paycheck. What is it about business in general or online business that you were so attracted to?
The potential of being my own boss, the potential of taking care of my family. And when I have kids someday, they will be able to not work, but know the skills that I use, that I obtain. I'll be able to teach them the same thing. So they won't have to settle for nobody's job. Yeah. They can do something that they really love. And it's not, what people don't understand is when online business is not always about recruiting and prospecting people. You can take something that you love and utilize the internet. If you're a graphic designer, your market is out there to where you will be able to show your work to people who needs your work. Being an entrepreneur is you're a problem solver. You're catering to people who needs a solution, like they're craving a solution. Mm-hmm. You go to the doctor if you're sick. Why? Because the doctor has answers that you can't find on your own. The internet, Google can only tell you so much. But if you're really like dying, then go to the doctor. They can tell you things. Then once you get the full spill on what's going on, they solved your problem.
Yeah, exactly.
So you as a success coach online, what are some things that you work with people on when they're brand new?
I always try to really see where their mind is at, because you can't do nothing without a good mindset. Like, you have to know exactly what you want to accomplish, a time frame of when you want to accomplish those goals and dreams. And there's a difference between goals and dreams. I watched that training.
Yes, there is.
So you have to really program your mind before even thinking about starting a business. You have to really sit down and write, why are you doing it?
Mm.
Who are you doing it for? Now, let me take it back to where, when we were all children, we were all kids at one point, and we said to ourselves, and in class, what do we want to be when we grow up? A lot of people said lawyer, doctor, firefighter, professional athlete, still striving for that. And as they grow older, the levels of school, high school, they started to feed you different things that you wasn't fed when you were a child.
Yeah.
They started to put, you have to go to college and you have to get a job. You have to work the 9 to 5. You have to work 40 hours plus a week. You have to do that long commute. And we lost sight of our actual dreams.
Yep.
So when people get into an online business, they are just, a lot of people that I come across, they're just doing it for the money. I always tell them, put money aside and bury it. What are you really doing it for? And who are you doing it for? It has to be a reason just for the money.
I'll tell you guys something. I've worked with a lot of people, and I always know when I just met somebody I'm going to work with for a long time. And we got off a webinar with him a few weeks ago, and I was like, Ashleigh, we just met somebody we're going to work with. What you just said was one of the things that I originally said on a webinar with Daniel Kump, who's like the biggest thing in the lifestyle. I said it pretty much exactly the way you said it. I said, when we're kids, people tell us we can do whatever we want to do. They tell us, if I was to say I'm going to be an astronaut cowboy when I grow up, no one would have ever told me I couldn't, except when I got into high school and they said, get your head out of the clouds, quit dreaming, face reality. And then all of a sudden, that's the first time the world slaps you in the face and says, all right, you're done being creative. You're done doing what you want to do. Now we're going to program you to do what the world wants you to do.
Be simple.
And I just said, man, I'm going to keep my head in the clouds. I'm going to keep dreaming, and I'm going to make them reality. And so every time we meet somebody like you, it's so much fun, because just to be honest, there's people that will go through 30, 40, 50 people that are not like you. And every time that we align with somebody like you, everybody grows. Everybody gets better. You add so much value. And so you've already been involved with helping the brand newest entrepreneur online. So you've seen the excuses. You've seen the things that set back. They're silly, aren't they?
Very. I see them and I hear them, and it's just like,
yeah.
All I can do is shake my head, because
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you have to go like brush it off. Like, next.
Yep. Like,
so
did you really just say that?
Yeah. And they always, oh yeah. So here's a cool thing about this, what's happening right now. We had a guy that helped us become one of the fastest growing people in that lifestyle. We aspire to help you do the same thing, and I know you're the person that can make that happen. So the handful of folks that are on this live right now, we're so blessed. There's going to be thousands of people, I mean, potentially millions of people that see this thing in the next year or 2 years or 10 years. And you've just given them like one-on-one firsthand experience of where you came from, why you are the way that you are. But what if somebody's never, and you kind of touched on this a little bit, but what if somebody's really wants to do this, but they have no idea where to start? Where would you tell somebody online to start?
Where I would tell somebody, if they're fresh, they never had no experience, anything. If I brought them on, the first thing that I would do, I would try to meet with them. If they can't make it in person, I would try to meet with them over a conference call and really sit with them and like just build a relationship. Like, who are you and where did you come from? And I'm gonna tell you the same about me. Let's get to know each other, and then I can be able to potentially give you advice and the things that I've used to help you build an empire online. I'm going to walk you step by step, but even when I'm not there, I need you to work. So I will basically just show them all about the mind reprogramming, the different types of online business, because you got e-commerce, affiliate marketing, network marketing, cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
You have so many opportunities out there, and I will break those down in a segment, and I will let them pick which one you think you will be the most good at, and what interests you. It's all about your interest. They pick, like, say, let's do affiliate marketing. Okay. She was like, yeah, I don't want to create my own products right now, and I want to sell other people's. Okay. So I will basically just walk them through step by step how to find a winning product, how to promote that winning product, and just how to scale that winning product, and how you wash, rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
That winning product happened. Let's find another one in that niche. Or if you want to move to a different niche, we can do that. Just you gotta crawl before you walk, and you gotta walk before you run. So we're gonna crawl, walk, and then we're run, and we're gonna sprint. Yeah. We're gonna sprint all the way down until there's no more sprint, because there's a long way to go. So I would really just take baby steps with somebody who doesn't know what to do. Delete all distractions. And what discourages a lot of people, even when they're brand new, is people telling them that doesn't work.
Yes.
Continue to work at McDonald's or Home Depot. No, you would never know if it will work if you don't TRY.
Yeah.
You would never know if you will pass a test in school if you don't take the test, but you automatically fail if you don't show up.
Yes.
So just taking baby steps and really learning and grasping the skill sets. Then once you grasp the skill sets, you will be able to utilize those skill sets for a long time. Teach your kids, teach a multitude. It's endless of what you can do. So hopefully that newcomer will have in their mind that I'm ready for a change. Yep. You have to also be ready for a change to be able to grasp these type of skill sets, because these skill sets people are charging hundreds and thousands of dollars to learn. But now lifestyle really gives you every single thing to where it's like, I could have saved the money in the past. So you really just want to take it, like just hold their hand and take it slow. Like take it slow. It's like being in a relationship. Come on, how did you meet her? You took it slow for a minute, and then she fell in love with Adam. Boom. So it's like you have to take it slow. You have to crawl before you walk, and walk before you run.
Absolutely. Well, I told Ashleigh I wouldn't date her unless she was in my network marketing business.
That's a good script.
Now I'll tell you,
best decision I ever made, by the way.
I don't know how many times that'll work for dudes, but it did work for me. So I got to ask you this, man. You're dropping so much awesome knowledge. Thank you so much.
No problem.
You have people that come on and they want to win overnight, even though you know that's not going to happen.
I get that a lot. Winning overnight. Just to be blunt, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
People don't wake up a millionaire.
Nope.
Now you think of, let's all use everybody we know in our lifestyle team. We all know about Amazon, Apple. We know these huge corporations, but you got to remember that they started somewhere.
Yep.
And nobody backed them. They was in the lab with a computer, notepad, papers, and posters all over the wall of something they had. They wanted to accomplish a vision. They had that dream. Amazon, look at their net worth now. Everybody shops on Amazon. I just bought from Amazon yesterday. Yep. So Amazon took steps, and they kept going. And then after that flat step, it started going up. Had some downfalls, but kept pushing. It went up. So Apple crashed. I forgot what year Apple crashed, but then now it's like, hey, look at what they're doing now. Yeah. They take baby steps. So it's not an overnight process. If you think getting $1 million or even just $50,000 is going to happen like that, play the lottery, and you're still taking risks because it's not a guaranteed chance that you're going to win. So you have to constantly keep playing the lottery, investing in those tickets to be able to build your chances of winning. So you have to really take time and really think about, are you in this for the long haul, or are you just in this just because you're bored?
Yeah, you're right.
Or want that quick buck, which we
Quick
all
buck.
doesn't.
Like people say, oh, I just want to make an extra 50, 100. Think bigger. Think bigger. Think about never have to punch in nobody's block number. Think about you calling your mother, Mom, are you in Vancouver? Yeah, I'm leaving Italy. I'll be there in 2 days or whatever. Like, you want to be able to live life on your terms to where you don't have to struggle with paying bills and pinching pennies. We weren't created to pinch pennies.
No.
We were created to live an abundant life to where we can have everything that we ask for. Yeah. But it's going to be given us, it's going to be given unto us, but the Most High will not give it to us unless we actually take that first step.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing that I know to be true, and you'd probably agree. I won't be blessed with a big team if I'm not the person that can lead a big team. Our Creator wouldn't do that to those people.
Nope.
Right? Man, this is so much fun. I heard a statement a long time ago. Actually made me mad back in those days because I was guilty. This guy said, if you know within $20,000, either more or less than what you're going to make next year, if you know, you're broke. If you know within $20,000 what you're going to make next year, like for sure, you're broke. You know, probably it's because it means I was an employee and I knew what I was going to get paid next year. You know, so within Now Lifestyle, what is it exactly did you see in Now Lifestyle that it got your attention? And I know you've done some stuff with Nick Anderson also, who happens to be on the leaderboard Now Lifestyle.
Yeah, I was actually just on a live with him. Was it yesterday or? Yeah, yesterday. I was on a live with him late last night, and we were just going over just valuable tips that you can use in your business. But what attracted me to Now Lifestyle, and everybody, we all second guess ourselves in life. I came across Now Lifestyle on numerous occasions. Did I opt in? No. One time, did I do the dollar trial? Yeah, but I canceled 2 days after that. What really got me to really finally go all in with Now Lifestyle was this. I had to sit there and think, will I let this pass me by? I see people winning. So it has to be something within Now Lifestyle that's making a lot of people successful with it. Let me try. You already know what to do. You have that mindset. Give it a try. You will never know what's going to happen. I would never know I was going to be interviewed tonight if I didn't opt in.
Yeah.
If I didn't just, you know what? Boom, here, credit card. And I'm the type of person, I love investing in myself. So any chance I get to invest in myself, I'm going to do it. Why? Because if I'm working for, let's say, if I'm working for AT&T, they're not going to invest in me. I'm putting my time in investing in them, making them more powerful as a service provider. Mm-hmm. I want to invest in myself to make Jerry Adams Jr. known on the face of the earth. So Now Lifestyle, I really thought to myself that this can really put me on a platform to where I can leverage Now Lifestyle with every other business that I'm also doing.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you've got some tools with Now Lifestyle, an autoresponder, a page builder this week, conference center software. You literally need those three tools for anything online.
Yes, that is correct.
So if you take a look at it, ClickFunnels is like $100 a month. Autoresponders can cost, depending on your list size, up to like $500 a month. And with our SendShark autoresponder, 50,000 subscribers, I think it's $25 a month if you just buy the autoresponder. Conference center software, all of that's under one $50 membership. Not only that, but the lead capture pages that are already pre-built for you that convert, boom, one membership. Now, who else online has, like, who's got it better? I sound like Jim Harbaugh. Who's got it better than us?
Correct. That is correct. And if you think about other companies, they have like 1 or 2 funnels maybe put together. But it's like, are these even tested? Like, you're only giving me 2 things to work with and expect me to be successful. You're not giving me any scripts, any rebuttals. Now Lifestyle literally has multiple pages from free to paid that you can promote, that you can run and generate high quality traffic to. And if one page converts for me, and if you try and if it doesn't convert for you, you have choices to where you'll be able to test, even though they're already tested, but you'll be able to test to see what converts on your end. And that's, you got multiple options. So if one page doesn't convert, don't give up there. Try the next page. Try the next. Just keep going. Just keep going. Or even if it's not the page itself, think about your ad copy. Think about your traffic provider. If you're doing Facebook ads or solo ads, think about if you have to switch things up. Don't give up completely, but just tweak some things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've learned over the years that the best leaders learn how to adjust, right? So there's not like a simple, I mean, there are simple formulas for success, but I think a lot of times, like mirroring what Adam said earlier, you know, people want to know like what cereal do you have in the morning and what toothpaste do you use, because that's what I want to use.
You're definitely doing something, some secret squirrel stuff you're not telling us about.
But no, to analogize, I think I just made up a word, analogize. But you have people that'll ask, well, what traffic provider did you use? How many clicks did you run? What page did you use? I'm like, yo, it could be raining on a Tuesday in Canada and our opt-in rate is at 50%. And you could do the same thing on a Thursday in Canada and it's sunny outside and your opt-in rate might be 35%. And people are like, what happened? I'm like, it's traffic. People change. Like the traffic's going to change. The page is going to be reacted to differently. And so the best leaders understand that testing and just running their process over and over again is, man, that's going to get you so far. And I think so many people stop short of their breakthrough. Like we had mini milestones when we first got started. And I remember like having no one on our list and seeing our first subscriber come in. And we were just like, this thing's working. So that was a mini milestone.
It took us like 2 days to set up our LCS.
It's crazy.
It's
so But those little things for us like kept us motivated. They kept us excited because we were able to see progress. Now some people want progress in dollar bills first, but I'm like, yo, like
that's not how we saw it.
Yeah, pull it back and let's like you're just getting started. So let's help you learn fundamentals before you go, you know, make $1 million overnight. Which
right.
Well, Jerry, you messaged me earlier. So you just got done with a solo ad. Was that a page that you had built or a Now Lifestyle page?
It was a Now Lifestyle page.
And so I'm just going to give you some stats too. You ran 50 clicks, just 50 clicks.
Yep.
21 subscribers, 4 free members, all 50 clicks. That's really, really good.
Okay, whoa, that's a good.
It was just and for everybody who's watching, it was just a test. Like a lot of people who, when you're fresh, when you're starting off with solo ads is like the wild, wild west. Okay. Yep. So if you're not new, like if you're new to paid advertising, take it slow and listen to your Now Lifestyle coaches when they say, if they give you a provider, they've tested that provider. So use it. Don't try to go, if you're not good with paid advertising, don't try to go and outsource to somebody to like, you know, just try to seem like, oh, I don't need their provider. I want to try it on my own. But then if you fail, then it's like, I gave you my provider. We tested him. Multiple people are having success with him. It's like, use it. This is a tool. A lot of coaches and a lot of businesses don't give you their traffic source. So if they give you like the winning key, you better just take action and just shut up. I'm sorry to say it, but just use it. Invest the money. And if it works, it works. If it don't, just keep testing. Use a different page. Use a different approach. You just, it's just so much. It's just that if a coach or a mentor gives you a tool to use on the internet and they had success with it, use it, but approach it differently. Like they're going to show you how to set it up and how to go about doing it. But if you're using their approach, it might not work for you because you're not them. Adam's approach won't work for Jerry because we're not the same person. So it's like, okay, you have to learn the skill, utilize and see how they're doing it, but approach it the way you want yourself to be. You know, I don't know how to actually put that, but you guys get what I'm saying.
No, yeah, it makes total sense. It makes total sense, dude. And everything that you're saying is you have experience from being an online success coach. You know when somebody listens to you that they're going to get the results, and when they don't, you know for a fact that they aren't going to get what they want. But you can't do anything about it unless they're coachable, right?
Got to be coachable. You have to be coachable. You have to take heed of. You have to take heed to what your coaches are saying. They wouldn't be your coach if they didn't have success or didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you said earlier, you can look at somebody and be like, "Nah, you're not a coach."
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about. No. But when I opted in and I seen you guys' email, your automated email, and I was like, "Oh, these are my now lifestyle coach." And the first call, just the relationship building, as me being a coach as well, I knew, okay, they're coaches, and I'm glad to be a part of them. So you have to understand. You have to understand your coaches. You have to understand your coaches and understand the process and understand the layout they're giving. Because now lifestyle has it literally all laid out for you.
Love it. So, and what you saw too, even with my very first welcome email, that's like how we brand ourselves. So I want to talk to you a little bit, and maybe you can shed some light on how do you go about branding yourself, and what have you found to be really effective?
Branding is one of my strong points, I would say. How I go about branding myself, I think about me as a person, what I represent.
Yep.
I always refer back to the bigger brands like Nike, Under Armour, big brand. You have to really sit there and think about, what does Nike represent? Their slogan is "Just Do It." So they really, just do it means take action. Just go ahead and do it. But Nike, before they put the swoosh, they really sat there and thought, what are we going to represent? When people see the swoosh and see "Just Do It," what are they going to see besides just Nike? So when I started branding myself online, I don't come up with fancy names and things like that unless I'm building a team. But me as a person, I want people to know Jerry Adams Jr.
Yes.
When I started to brand myself, I really sat back and thought about, like, okay, not just going to slap up a random logo and put some BS on the internet. No, I want, when people see my representation, they're like, oh, that's Jerry. Oh, I heard of him. He's such and such. I really sat and thought about how to represent myself, be my own agent, if I would say, because I'm also a football player. If I go to the next level, I will have an agent to represent for me. But online, and being an online entrepreneur, I have to represent myself.
Yes.
So branding yourself can be tough, but it also can be easy. And it just depends on how you go about it. Don't make it difficult, because it's not difficult. When people hear branding, they automatically assume, oh, I have to get a logo finish and I have to invest this to get. No. Write down your outline of how you want people to see you. When people read your emails, when people read your articles, see your videos, they want, oh, Adam and Ashleigh. Okay. Oh. Then 3LE is going to, and now Lifestyle is going to speak for itself. So you just really have to know how to represent yourself.
Love it.
What do you think the best platform for a newbie trying to brand themselves would be?
As in?
Why do you think it's social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, blog? I mean, how do you get out there?
How I get out there? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
So all three, right?
The trifecta.
Yep.
I don't mess with LinkedIn. I don't. Yeah. I blog sometimes, but I like being on video. So I would just take 10 minutes instead of taking 30 minutes coming up with a blog. I'll just take 10 minutes to come up with a video.
Yep.
It's easy. People will start to trust you more when they see your face behind your words.
Exactly.
So if you could put a face to match everything that you're saying, people, oh, okay, he's actually a real person, not a robot. So yeah, I use Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, and just let it rip from there.
So taking it a step further, what types of topics do you shoot videos on?
Different. It depends, because I have 2 YouTube channels. I have one strictly dedicated for my hair. Strictly.
Nice.
And that's another stream of income that I started to do, because I'm an Amazon affiliate.
Mm-hmm.
Hair products. This is what I use. 5 years of growth. You can do it too if you use those products. Boom, just like that. Now, with being an entrepreneur, being on the other side of how to make money, network marketing, things like that. The things that I would discuss is, how to brand yourself for one. The importance of having an email list.
Yes.
It's a big one.
See that again, dude.
The importance of having an email list.
Thank you.
Your email list is an asset if you really think of it. It's something that you can constantly sell to time and time again. No matter what niche you're in. You can be in the health and wellness. You can be in the home and garden niche. Any niche. If you build a massive email list, after one product starts to maybe fade away, you can continue to sell to that audience because they loved what you had on the front end. So now you're just constantly selling to them years to come. So that's an asset.
Yes.
So this, how to build a list, branding, different opportunities. I do reviews on products and companies that I have joined in the past, and a lot of motivation, mindset, just the normal, nothing really spectacular. Oh, how to build a skyscraper now. I just do. I stick to the script and do the normal stuff of what everybody else do, but it's just my approach which separates me from the margin.
Yeah, I think the number one thing that holds people back from branding themselves is actually getting started branding themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have a YouTube channel until you had a YouTube channel. You didn't have content on YouTube until you started shooting videos. And I think you said this earlier on tonight too. People are afraid to step in front of a camera and talk about themselves. Well, the best way to overcome that is to step in front of a camera and talk to yourself, basically.
Think about if everybody who's watching, and if you're just hiding behind the camera, you're just posting statuses and, want people to click on your link. They can read it, but they don't know you unless they're friends or family. What you want to do, this is my tip for everybody who's uncomfortable on camera. I go through this with one of my students now. She is totally uncomfortable being on camera, but it's like, you have to, if you want to get more eyes on what you have to offer. Video in 2018 going into 19 is killing everything else.
Everything. Yeah.
So the way I will go about, if you are fearful about being on camera, this is a video training for you. Wake up in the morning, talk to yourself. Introduce yourself. Wake up in the morning after you do your morning routine, like, oh, hi, my name is Jerry Adams. I'm an internet marketer, such and such and such and such and such. Talk to yourself. Now, go in the bathroom or wherever you have a big mirror where you can see your pretty face. Yep. Talk to yourself. Make eye contact. And go through what you just went to without the mirror. Just do it and just constantly keep doing it. You're going to stumble. You're going to flip over some words. It's not going to be perfect. But the more you do it, the better you get at it. So after that, those trials, now it's time to do the real thing. iPhone, Android, Zoom, you can use whatever camera, put that face behind the camera and let the world see you.
Yep.
Study, and also how people are fearful about being on camera, they don't study their opportunity or the product and they don't trust it.
Yes.
So they don't believe in it, so they can't actually talk from the heart about
amazing.
It.
Exactly. They don't believe in what you're selling, because it should be, if you're passionate and you know exactly what you are selling, video should not even be a problem.
Nope. Yeah. You don't even have to think about it. You can just literally.
It should be second nature. And to everybody who, I went over this in one of the training videos that I did. Do it so much to where it becomes a habit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
21 days, 21 is the amount of days that something becomes a habit. So I challenge you all to do something that you haven't done before, that you want to do, so it can be in your routine. 21 days.
Oh,
love it.
You guys, if you're getting just like a ton of value, drop some hearts and likes, because he is dropping, it's like, he's just sprinkling golden just knowledge bombs everywhere tonight. It's so awesome. And here's my thing about YouTube. If you're an ambitiously lazy person, I'm ambitiously lazy. It means I'll work really hard if I know it's going to pay me. A YouTube video, like I shoot it one time, it's going to work for me around the clock, 24 hours a day, 365. It took me 5 minutes to shoot it. It works 24 hours a day all the time.
Yep.
Ambitiously lazy, right? That's me. YouTube's awesome. You know, I mean, I'm only one person. I can only make so many dollars in whatever job I'm doing.
Exactly.
We got one YouTube video we shot a couple months ago that's already paid us over $10,000. 1 7-minute video. Boom.
7 minutes equals $10,000. Not guaranteed, people, but
now tell me the degree that's gonna do that.
Or pay you that by the hour.
Exactly. 7 minutes generated $10,000. So everybody think about that. Think about how much video is effective. It is effective. So, and if you go through the training, every piece of content in the training is video. Think about it. It is all video. It can't, like, I hate reading. If you send me how to start a business online, it's a PDF file, I'm not going to start a business. You have to visually show me. You have to visually show me how. Whiteboard or flip piece of paper, something, or even an animated video. You have to show me a video. You have to. It's just that's the way I learned. So, and everybody in Now Lifestyle, you came across a video.
Yes.
Yep.
And here's what's cool, like you guys are watching the next generation here right now. He's telling you, like literally, he learns from visuals, from video, not from a PDF. Now, what's neat about Now Lifestyle is that like we cover the gamut as far as, you know, life, like, you know, from 18 all the way up to our oldest member that we work with is 86 actually. Now. So I recognize people learn differently, but the up and coming, the next generation of entrepreneurs, video is where it's at. I mean, and
yes,
I have never heard, we have people ask us time and time again, like, how'd you guys get comfortable shooting video? Your breakdown, I could never do that justice. That was awesome.
Yep.
Thank you.
Like, great.
I don't know how I do it. I just, I really just think about, like, if I'm gonna start something, like that's like me. I don't bake. My mom's the baker. So if I wanted to start baking a yellow 3-layer cake, I have to read the instructions and I'm not gonna put it out and sell it to people and have people try it like the whole world. I'm going to make one. My mom, can you taste this? That's nasty. Okay, let me make another one.
That's awesome.
How about that? That's better. Add a little bit more sugar. Okay, another one. Perfect. You have to. It's all trials. You have to trial. You have to constantly do it until you say, "Oh, that's it. That hit it." Same with ads. Same with everything. Keep doing it until that's the one.
Yes.
Jerry, everything you said tonight was awesome. I think you probably just helped a ton of people that have seen this. Everybody that's going to see it in the future. First and foremost, thank you so much for hopping on with us tonight.
Absolutely.
No problem. And if anybody have any questions, just feel free. You can, I got a couple minutes, or if you want to hit me up on Facebook, I'm open to questions. I'm always by my phone. So if you have any questions or concerns, just let me know.
We can take a couple of questions here if you got.
I'm all for it. I'm all
okay. We'll open it up for questions here. One thing I know for sure, you guys have only seen the first in Now Lifestyle from Jerry Adams Jr. For sure. He will be back. He will continue to add value, and you know what? He's going to help people win on his team, and that's what I'm so excited about.
Absolutely.
We'll give it a couple of seconds here. I'll watch the questions over here, and we'll shout them out.
Yeah. Sometimes our live is like a couple 10, 15 seconds behind, so we'll wait here for folks to chime in. While we're doing that, though, you got a ton of love from folks here. I'm going to pop up to somebody who just gave you some kudos. In all caps, someone on the webinar said, "This is absolutely the best interview I have yet seen. Solid gold bricks, no nuggets. Like, you didn't just drop nuggets, you dropped like bricks." So awesome. Best webinar ever. Jerry, you are full of nuggets. Great webinar, full of value and content. Yeah, that's fantastic. Somebody said they salute your mother.
Every day.
Awesome.
Every single day. Because I wouldn't be where I am if the Most High didn't give me her. Like, she pushed me everything that I proposed to my mom, I could tell my mom, I want to be an astronaut at the age of 25. She's going to be like, okay, you're telling me, but you're not doing anything towards it. She's going to push me to do it. Like, and if you have at least, don't look for, also, I'm going to put this out there before some questions. If you don't have your friends, so-called friends trying to push you, push yourself, or have like at least 2 to 3 people in your corner who's going to kick you to get up and achieve what you want to achieve. Now, don't be upset if your friends and family don't support your business. Why? Because the business don't need support, it need customers.
Whoa. Will you say that? Say that one more time, please.
Don't.
The last part of it.
Don't look for support from friends and family for your business, because a business don't need support, it needs customers.
Ooh. Anybody write that down?
That's pretty good.
A business doesn't need support, it needs customers.
Yeah.
Dude, that was awesome.
Exactly.
You can have one supporter and 500 customers. That 500 is going to outweigh. It's like, okay, I don't need y'all to support me. They're going to support you, quote unquote, supposedly support you once you hit the highest pinnacle that you wanted to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Then they'll say they were with you all along.
Yeah.
Joel Therien, the CEO, always says this quote, build it so big that your haters ask if you're hiring.
I like that. I like that.
So Stan Simmons, who's a fellow teammate of all of ours, said, when you make it to the NFL, be sure to stay with us.
Yeah,
of course, because the NFL is not going to be there forever. That's a childhood dream, and if I can at least get 5 to 7 years, come out strong, I'm fine.
I love it.
I'm building this now, so when I retire, it's still working for me.
Exactly.
Well, I'll tell you, Jerry, cool things happen to people on the 3LE team. I think it's just blessed. We have one gentleman on our team. He's actually has a really good chance of making the Olympics here this next round, Summer Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, if he's watching this video, or if he ever comes across this video, keep pushing and don't let nothing stop you. If you hit adversity, overcome it. If you hit a wall, don't go above it or try to go around it. Do what I do when I see people on the football field, go straight through it.
I love it.
Straight through it. Because if you go above it or around it, it's not going to do nothing. That wall stopped you, so go through it so you can make it crumble.
All right, what team do you play for right now? Give them a shout out so people can follow.
I used to play for Greensboro College, but now I'm transferring to Livingstone College in Salisbury, North Carolina. It's Division II. So
love it.
Shout out to my future team.
Absolutely, good deal.
So we had a question come in. We'll take this question here. So Jim asks, we covered this a little earlier, but he asked, what do I talk about in a YouTube video? But I'm going to elaborate on this. He asked specifically, I don't have any proof of success yet. How do I bring up starting a business? I feel like you're excited about this.
I love that
question.
I learned this from one of my mentors, Nick Anderson. He said, if you don't have success on the internet yet, utilize somebody else's authority. If Adam are my coaches, I can just do a review on the training that they put out and be like, oh, these are my coaches and they're teaching me this, blah, 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 blah. Utilize somebody else's authority and credibility, then they're going to be like, wow, oh, so if they're getting this type of training and value and knowledge from them, I can do the same. So if you don't have no success or like no proof, because a lot of people are all about proof now, let me see the dollar sign, but just utilize somebody who's higher than you, just utilize their authority.
Yes, love it.
That's such an awesome answer. I mean, it's so many people when they start out, obviously they're not making any money.
Yeah, of course, you're starting fresh. And it's tough because a lot of people think that, oh, you're supposed to start off and then you don't have no type of like proof, or your back office doesn't say $1,000 or $2,000. If you don't have that, you could just do what you guys told me, just do a review on the product. Just show them the back office, what you will get, the tools that you will be able to utilize if you sign up today. You know, just do a good banger review and trust the product that you're selling.
Well, that's what we did. So we have a training platform that we built out, and every video on that training platform is us walking people through now lifestyle. You know why we did that? Because 10 months ago, I couldn't say that I had just made 30 grand. what I could do is I could tell somebody how to set up their LCS and put it on film.
Mhm.
I could teach somebody how to do a broadcast, put it on film. I could show.
YouTube is like Google. It's a search engine. It's owned by Google. So if they're in Now Lifestyle, but something didn't pop up, or if they want to see something about Now Lifestyle, the first 2 words that they're going to type in, how to.
Yep.
Set up your lead capture system, or set up something, Now Lifestyle, how to review.
How to make money.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So you're saying people want to learn how to, and that's probably a good way to tag their videos.
that's the key word. Take notes, write that down. That's the key word. That's one of my keywords that I use on YouTube is how to.
How to.
Exactly.
Well, Jerry, I'll tell you what, we've been going for like an hour now. This was absolutely awesome. Probably we could talk for the next 3 hours, but it's Monday night. We got to go grow our business this week. So, Hey, man, any last thing that you have to say to everybody just in closing here?
Two things. Be unique and be you. That's it.
Be unique and be you.
That's it. That's all you can be. Be the best version of you that you can be.
Man. Hey, thank you so much. Throw Jerry some more hearts and likes. This is just such an awesome webinar. Definitely probably my favorite one we've ever done. And like I said, you guys have only heard the beginning from Jerry Adams Jr. He's got an awesome career ahead of him. He's a great coach. And tell you what, we're just getting started. All right. Hey, man, have a good night. We'll talk soon, okay?
You too.
Take care.
See you guys.